to address the people who have come here. Sorry for my bad throat. This conclave, my perception is that we are here to interact with the problem areas which are coming. At least I feel myself should be a gainer here as a recruiter. What problems I am facing as a recruiter, what is my perception about it, and what the people should do who are in the placement coordinators or the people who are looking after the affairs of the placement in different education institutes. I am happy that he has told about my experience. Actually, I am product of Shriram Group. As a management trainee, I started in the private sector, joined the class 1 service in the government, and worked for Bombay Airport 13 years, into 10 years, then Calcutta Airport. Prior to this posting, corporate headquarters, I was heading the HR for 6 states in the South India, about 37 airports there. Actively involved in the recruitment and also as a faculty with the B schools. What problems I am facing today is that I am not being able to get the right people. I advertised for about 800 vacancies in the month of May, June. The response for about 4 lakh applications. We as Airports Authority of India, we have got 17 branches. We require large number of people in our air traffic control. We require large number of people for our communication. We require large number of people for our IT sector, and a very major chunk for our security directorate, operations department. Why the problems are coming is the people have the degree with them, and but not the right kind of aptitude. One problem somebody raised here, the faculty. Yes, it is a very great problem. The building is not the education institute. I am one among the person who was associated with Narsimhanji Institute, Bombay. I taught management there for 10 years. We started with about 6 rooms, but we had a brand image. The director says it is the faculty and the students which makes the institute. Today the entire money generated by a business school is spent on the building, modernization, air conditioning, auditoriums. Good amount of fee is taken. And how much they are paying to the faculty? If you give the peanuts, you get monkeys. You can't attract good faculty. So I request all the corporates who are coming in the field of this business of education to at least think about that you can't have a product in case you don't have the proper system. You don't have the teachers with you. Today the condition has come, a BTech graduate is teaching BTech. What he will do? The entire energy goes on placement, leaving aside the curriculum. I go to a management institute. Of course, my MBA of decades old is obsolete now because the syllabus has changed. Because I had to teach the management institutes, I had to keep abreast with the latest. What I am finding is second year student in any B school, I go to IIMs, I go to NU Singapore, I go to Nanyang, I go to Zurich Business School. And when I see in India, in our country, the entire focus is on placement. The final year student is not touching his books. When I ask questions in the interview, I take a written test just to see that. Recently I am conducting written test all over the country. I am really feeling sorry to see the cut-off percentage. I have given 120 questions, very simple questions, which a graduate engineer should easily pass. I am in the government sector. I have got rules and regulations. Suppose I have got 50% is a cut-off. I have to surrender that particular exercise. I will be going for the recruitment again. how much I can compromise on the basic educational inputs. We are the best paymaster in the country. We are a scheduled organization. I definitely agree that nobody can plan the career of his own choice. I am a science graduate with zoology, botany, chemistry. I aim to become a doctor. Then I set my aim to become a bureaucrat, an IAS officer. 2 times I qualified, I couldn't get it. Joined as a trainee on the strength of my, I must say, today brilliant academic record, university scholars and all. But what the problem was coming from private sector, government sector, one thing we don't teach in the management institutes, and some of the institutes have started, values, ethics. I can train an officer in my organization, but I can't teach him moral ethics, values. None of the university or the education institute thinks about that, at least the values to be given more credence.
We have a full course of that. And you
Sir, it is my perception, what my experience is. Maybe your graduates may be coming. What I am finding, money is superseding all the things. A person goes, sir, how much package you are giving? He is not thinking about the career planning. I joined the organization, I am at the one below highest pedal, still only 5 years as the general manager. I am aspiring any day for the highest pedal, E9. That is end in the hierarchy. I got many offers, lucrative offers for foreign assignment, United Nations assignments. Recently by European Union to establish a Frankfurt University in India. But that was giving me 3 years contract. I have still 6 years left. So priority is a student is not being able to fix what career he is going to join. The reason is because his background is not solid. What MBA he has acquired, he has not gone through the applications, he has not gone through the books, because his management involved him in the placement coordinator, going to the industries, get the people there so that all his students are placed.
Sorry guys, I have to go. I'm sorry.
I'll not take time. I am conscious about it that 1 hour we could not start at 10 o'clock. But definitely I have come here, then I would like to interact with you. I would like to find solutions to my problems as a recruiter. And I like to give some piece of advice to the people who are involved in the process of placement. What happens, we have to see that when I go to the class, I say it is no for first year student to think about placement. Institute is not important, students are important. I was in South. I am on the Academic Council of Periyar and Pondicherry University, and I saw the much better faculties there. The reason is my daughter is doing a BDS in SRM Dental College. They have PhD in dental, the faculty. I asked Mr. Panchamuthu, how you manage it? He says, I am taking heavy amount of fee for your daughter, 3.5 lakh a year. I am not paying less than 3 lakhs a month to a PhD in dental. I am attracting the best brain. The reason is today in the final year, my daughter is not even willing to have internship in Maulana Azad All India Institute. Dad, I am going to become a little dental surgeon here. The moral of the story is, let us think about having the best faculty, and best faculty will only come when you pay them well. Just taking the name of few professors from IIT as a visiting faculty does not solve the purpose. You need to have full-time faculty who can devote, develop. And tomorrow if I take the test, a written test, a simple test, at least the basic knowledge is there. Another problem area is that a person is having aptitude to become a mechanical engineer or civil engineer. He has done there. I take the interview for the manager post. Who you are? Sir, I am a software engineer. What you are, sir? I did chemical engineering, then I was in Infosys for 2 years as a computer consultant. He has forgotten about chemical engineering. 2 years has washed away his basic degree. He is IT engineer now. Civil engineer. You name any branch of engineering, even industrial engineering, production engineering, software engineer. It became a fashion because getting 2 years experience, I advertise for the post of manager IT, I give a package of 12 lakhs, he is ready to come. But when I want a mechanical engineer for my E&M workshop, I am not getting. I need mechanical engineer also. In our country, the requirement is of engineer. Second thing is every student is thinking about metros. Metro is not India. One of my very close childhood friends, he resigned from IAS. He was the petroleum joint secretary. He joined Mittals in Batinda. He started production refinery, petroleum. Mittals have got no experience of petroleum. It is Prabhdas who made it. He took the right kind of brain. A package offered to him was 1 crore a year with an increment of 1 crore. He took the best brain, Lakshmi Mittal. He started it and gave the lecture on morals that you as a chairman don't compromise on values. Don't pay single penny bribe. Let this refinery never come in existence, but don't compromise on values. And he has done the same thing. Even a person took the bribe of 200 rupees, he's shunted him out. A person holding position of general manager took a bribe of about 2 lakhs, he lost the job at 80 lakhs. He never compromised on values. And how the industrialists do it, it is our brain, they work. He took 9,000 crore from 11 banks. 9,000 crores is spent by HPCL, a joint venture. But it is called the Empire of Lakshmi Mittal. Orders booked for 5 years, 15 years. It is today a refinery of 25,000 crore. Production started. Why we can't tell the placement officers to the young engineers, instead of going for the job of 5 lakhs, a large number of SSI units can be created. A great demand in south and other places where the people want ancillary units. I remember Bhandup, the GKW was there. They were making the parts for the Ashok Leyland and all. It was much bigger industry. Ancillary units they can, even a small, you see, pin they can make, it will be industry. Why we can't motivate our young engineers not to look for placement for the jobs of 5 lakh, 4 lakhs? Let them join together, take advantage of the government schemes. Large number of loans are given, tax holidays are given by Gujarat, Rajasthan, every state, the state government is giving. Large number of grants are available, banks are open. Why can't they have innovation? Why they can't become an employer, entrepreneur? Why can't they leave the charm of this IT sector always, which in nutshell is not increasing their knowledge level. The job, routine job for hours together, 12 hours, 14 hours, devoting that. I am not negating the existence of IT sector. It is required, it is there. It has done big game to us. SAP is there, ERP is there. I am benefited a lot. What HR function was there for me 10 years back, it is not. Today the problem before HR as a professional with me is how to retain the good people. My attrition rate goes up high and high in spite of paying very high amount of money, very good career opportunities from E1 to E9 with all benefits. You think about it, it is there with my organization. But after 2 years, 3 years, I found engineers are resigned. Because there is no bonding. He is not owning the organization. I am standing here before you. It says, I say my airports. Though I joined International Airports Authority of India, then it is merged. It is now one organization controlling all the airports. My heart feels for it if the Bombay has gone from my hands or Delhi has gone, because there is a bonding. Same bonding was there when I was a management trainee with Shriram Group. It was a very good group that time. Shriram Group of Industries. You name a product, Usha Fan was there, DCM Toyota was there, Shriram Piston was there, DCM Textile was there. DCM was a good name, Shriram Urea was there. Because there was a concept of owning the organization. There was a concept of selling the values. The Lalas of those days, they were not MBAs. But they could inculcate the concept of owning the organization, loving the organization, looking the future in the organization. People have not left so easily unless the group disintegrated. Here my request to all placement coordinators, the placement in charge, or the people sitting at the helm of it is, at least see that counseling is done properly. Best of the faculty is engaged. It's very important. Air-conditioned room is not important. Reception, receptionist, nice hostels, cafeterias. You go to any business school, it has become a shop. Just go to the side of Greater Noida, you will find 15, 20 business schools. Everybody is competing for creating more and more facilities like a 5-star hotel. Talk to the faculties there how much they are getting. Not even 2 lakhs a month. Or 3 lakhs a month. A PhD who is teaching management should easily get 3 lakhs a month. Then only he can devote time, energy to create good students, devote time with them. The requirement today is to have knowledge with us. My problem is hot skills management. I am being able to identify hot skills, but I am not being able to retain them. And the problem lies with the education institutes from the beginning. Values are lacking. Everybody is prepared to sell for money. See the All India Institute of Medical Sciences scams in admissions. IIT now scam has come. With the bogus admit card, people are joining. I stand for it. It is very important. The values are very important. I am son of an IPS officer. My father was in UP police. The values comes from the family, from the traditions. When I failed in the pre-medical test exam and all, the coaching institute asked 4,000 rupees that time as a bribe. 2 of my colleagues they gave. They are in America. They are big doctors. I could not settle. Because the basic question was, tomorrow if my son would have asked, I told my father, how you became doctor. Can I hide the fact that I paid 4,000 rupees? Today corruption is so rampant. People are ready to sell the values for anything. It is really a problem area. The basic problem lies in the ethical values more, which is the basic thing. So for placements, I must say that it is ocean. Job opportunities are ocean. In the public sector, wonderful jobs are being done, especially when Government of India has decided to come on the concept of pay relating to performance. A Schedule A company, public sector chief executive can have a PRP up to 40 lakhs a year. Why the government came out with this concept is that we should get good amount of money so that we are retained, we can work for the public sector. Now it is performance related pay. We have come to the appraisal system of key performance areas, key result areas. We are not in a queue to get promotions. A person of my level in the same organization, one may be getting 3 lakhs a month, one may be getting 1 lakh a month. It is all going to relate with the performance. The idea was that when the private sector can afford the brain why we should not in the government sector, where we have got proper infrastructure, nobody can compete us, because we are supported by the government, and these public sectors were created on the socialistic pattern. Bhilai was a village because of the steel plant. It is having lakhs of people. Raurkela, Durgapur, anywhere you go, that was the concept. We create an airport. The moment we announce to make an airport, the development comes immediately. Land prices will go, various industries will come, people will come, urbanization will be there. Take advantage of that. My request on this forum is the ocean to talk on any issue. I am trying to touch and focus myself on the recruiters' problem or the challenges which are aiming towards the basic standard of education. The student get frustrated, sir, I was getting a CAT score of 96, unfortunately I have come to this institute. What rubbish here. I am teaching in IIM, so I was in NUS, Zurich. I am not from IIM. I am not from NUS. I give credit to my faculties. I give credit to the institute. Why suffer frustration? I tell the students. Make yourself as a brand image. People coming from small towns and make big empires. Why look only at the metros? Everybody, they will struggle in Bombay. They will commute 2 hours morning, 2 hours in the evening. Precious 4 hours devoting. But not ready to work in Manesar, to live in a small flat there. Not going to the Dharuhera or Bhiwadi. He is feeling ashamed. Where do you live? I am in Bhiwadi. Oh my God. He wants to say, no, I am in a metro. This complex, when it will go? And it is not there, it is with everybody. I used to live in Vasant Vihar. That time I never thought of it कि बड़ेला भी कोई जगह है. आज land prices ज़्यादा हो गए, तो I remember the past 30 years we would have taken land for. It is a concept. We identify a person in Bombay. You say I am living in Andheri West, or he is a rich person. You say I am in Andheri East, or he is a poor guy. We are identifying a person with the addresses. We are identifying a person. Where do you work? You live in Bombay? Oh my God. He says I am in Bilaspur. Oh my God, he must not be good. Even for the marriage proposals and all this, his son is working in Bilaspur. He says he is in metro, he is in Bombay. His office is in, you see, Nariman Point, and he lives in Bandra. Oh my God, we offer it. Why it is coming here? Let us live life. Let us live for contentment. Let us live for satisfaction. Let us teach the students that life is not money. Let us enjoy these 4 hours, not in the traffic jams. Live life in a small town, the good money, enjoy those moments rather than crashing in the traffic jams and the craze of metros. 5 lakh here is equivalent to 10 lakh of a small town. So, with my this request, I welcome if anybody has got. You have every right to disagree with me, but with my experience and wisdom, what I feel I say. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. With a lot of smiles and chuckles on the faces, I think there is a wide agreement with the very pertinent questions you have raised, especially the courage to stand by your own convictions, and that is probably something which needs to be inculcated and which is the central pivotal point of employability. So I would again open the house for any questions, queries, comments. Please, it has been a fantastic address. So, sir, please, few.
Public sector have goes to colleges for fresh learner like Wipro, Infosys goes to colleges for their placement drives.
Yeah, we go for the fresh. We are not going to the institutes intentionally. We had a plan last year to go to the engineering colleges or the management institutes. Then we dropped the idea because you see, we are government sector. We can't pick and choose some institutes and negate others. because it is a government service. Everybody should have a right. So I must go to employment news, I must go to my website, I must reach to the villages even. Because my airports are 125 airports. My airport is Agati also. It is Lakshadweep. My airport is Pondicherry also. My airport is in Lilabadi also. So small areas also. So I want to reach to the son of the soil also. That is the idea. I want to represent Northeast also. If I go to the management institutes, I will find only a couple of metros again, and I will be able to go and make a very good trip with my officers, and just, you see, I don't feel comfortable in that.
Topic in the conclave. So you come up with a problem. Can you please provide a solution for moral values? And
Yes, I am telling you. It is simple. When an institute is opened, the corporate should think about it is education institute. The objectives must be clear. Instead of increasing the courses, they can concentrate on some of the courses, engage a good faculty. The very basic requirement is there is a faculty crunch. I am telling you from the core of my heart, when I started teaching is my hobby. And Narsimha Moji, when in late 80s, Professor Bhushan was the director. He said, Mr. Goel, you take some class. So I am a practicing manager, what I will do? I am a HR person, I am doing a job as a bureaucrat at the airport. He says, no, you must teach and all sorts. It used to take me one day for teaching 1 hour. One day complete, because today students are hungry. And we used to have cream out of cream in Narsimha Moji. I am very fortunate, I am saying you all my students are vice president or senior vice presidents across the country and in the world, different countries. The education means a teacher is a role model. When I talk about values, somebody asks how to go for the values and all. We took a role model in our teachers, in our faculty, in the environment, and a great amount of responsibilities on the parents, peers, when you are married to the wife. I could refuse bribe, I could stand as a crusader against corruption, I could refuse politicians. It's not a problem. If you want to maintain, I sit at a higher position in the hierarchy, but I have right to say no. That's one reason why I left private sector, came to the government. There I had no right to say no in the private sector. Here I have the right to say no, whosoever he may be. I don't want promotion on the pedestals. I want to merit it. And it comes. Let the people understand honesty is the best policy. Satyamev Jayate is still. If you come to my office, there is a big Kabir ka doha on my door. Kabira khada bazaar mein मांगे सबकी खैर, ना काहू से दोस्ती ना काहू से बैर. So it is possible. Only thing, somebody has to take initiative. It may take time for that particular institute to progress, but ultimately it will be. See the downfall of Narsimha Moji Institute. It was wonderful when we were having 6 rooms, no AC. Our placement was highest. Brand image. Today it is a multi-story building, air conditioned, like a 5-star hotel. Even 5-star hotel, you will find will be less as that institute is. I went as a visiting faculty, I gave lecture. I never enjoyed it because that pankha was better in a rented down below rather than this. Because they could not hire the good faculty then. Again the competition became. It was running like a business that why I should spend more money. And definitely I am telling you, money is important. In case you are taking a good faculty, pay him high so that you can retain him. And the person can say, yes, that time also we used to have Professor Surur from Columbia and all. We used to pay well and we could retain the foreign faculties here in Narsimha Moji. I am talking about There are still very good institutes. But matters is education standard is going very down. I'm telling you, I'm a science graduate with botany. Day before yesterday, I interviewed a girl who was MSc botany. I said, what is this mustard plant? She's not being able to answer. What to say about crucifery family? What to say about inflorescence and other things? Sir, you are asking basic questions, sir, I have forgotten. How you are forgetting here? They are not being able to tell what is electron, what is SPDF, what are the orbitals. Basics are forgotten. They say, sir, it is a computer age. But I need at my airport, in my CNS department and others, they should have basics of physics. Nothing will move without that. Ohm's law is still relevant. Concept of velocity, speed is still relevant. How you can forget the basics? You need to apply. You still need to know why tube light is white and bulb is yellow. They are not being able to answer. They say it is a jet age, sir, you are asking old things. But old is a basic. Botany graduate is not being able to tell what is Brassica campestris or the sunflower is a compositive family. Sir, we have forgotten. You ask any subject, I am telling you about it. And same thing is happening with engineering also. Education is not a domain of anybody. Education, knowledge is vast. Even a class 5 student has beaten my entire aviation sector in Salem. I am telling you an interesting example. It is a good idea to tell and devote some time, though I have exceeded. A Wellamel School International, they requested me, sir, you are general manager at the southern region. Our students want to see the airport. Class 5 student, international school. They came from abroad, different countries, they were there. I was surprised to see the questions they came up to class 5 students. How many runways are there at Chennai airport? How the aero bridge works? What is the flight crew? What is the difference between A380 and 747? What is Airbus? What is Boeing? Whether 380 will land at Chennai airport? So good questions they make out, must be knowledge from internet. One student of class 2, he says, sir, what is the full form of visa? Can anybody say? The price is one of my book complimentary. What is the full form of visa? Nobody could answer. My airport manager, I went to immigration, FRRO, what is the full form visa? Sir, what you are asking? Visa is visa. He opened the card, visa. Nobody could answer. I landed Delhi airport, I went to the international side, the custom man, you are seeing all your passports and all. What is the visa full form? He said, visa is visa, sir. There is no full form. That student reminded me, sir, it is not available on internet. I went to all my airports on tour and all, asked everybody relating with aviation. I talked to the embassy people also, Swiss embassy man, anybody comes to me, visitors. Nobody could tell me the full form of visa. When I went to Periyar University, a faculty's son in class 5th, when I was there addressing the student, he says, sir, I know. Uncle, the full form of visa is this. It is not there on the net, but it is 100% correct. Till date, wherever I go, I ask these questions. Make a prize one of my book. I have 11 books to my credit. Some poetry books are also there. जाते जाते शेर भी सुना के जाऊंगा, क्योंकि मेरी बुक्स जो है तमिल में, कई में है शायरी की, with the permission of my colleagues. तो साहब वो वीजा की फुल फॉर्म कोई नहीं बता पाया. एक शेर है मेरा बहुत पुराना, अगर आप कहें तो सुना दूं.
इरशाद.
My book was a poetry book. और जो मैं के जितनी मैनेजमेंट बुक्स आई है उसमें दिवाकर गोयल को क्रेडिट नहीं जाता. Credit goes to my wife, advocate wife, who practices on me. So किसी को गीत देता हूं, किसी को साज देता हूं, किसी को गीत देता हूं, किसी को साज देता हूं, बहुत खुश होता हूं तो हर राज देता हूं। किसी को गीत देता हूं, किसी को साज देता हूं, बहुत खुश होता हूं तो हर राज देता हूं। नहीं कुछ बचता है जब लुटाने के लिए, नहीं कुछ बचता है जब लुटाने के लिए, तेरी खोई हुई आवाज को आवाज देता हूं।
Sir, I've got one question. Yeah, this side. The colleges and institutes seem to have little less exposure to PSUs as compared to the corporates. So it would help if you could share the different departments that you have in Airport Authority of India and corresponding engineering streams that you kind of recruit students in those departments. So
I take a lot of people. I opened as a general manager in southern region, the management institutes to send their students to me, and I am very particular. I was not paying money to them, but nowadays every student wants to have a project, a company should pay something. I don't have any provision to pay money to a project, but I take good amount of work from the student. I take interview of the guy so that he can deliver the goods, not for seeing the airport but doing the work there. So I welcome when anybody wants to have project at any of the airport of the country, I'll be the person who will be able to help it.
Thanks for providing all this information, sir.
Sir, can you tell the full form of visa again?
Sir, I'm still searching in Google.
It won't come, madam. You see, my mail, everything is there on the net. You write my name anywhere in the computer.
I could get the complimentary copy. Sir,
So it will reach you. It is not difficult to find me. You type my name anywhere and give me the answer on my mail.
It's an open book examination. So what sir rightly said, that in the flight for fanciful fascinations, we have lost on the fundamentals, and back to fundamentals, back to basics is probably the bottom line what Dr. Goel has elucidated in front of us. Now we have another very senior person from an organization, from the biggest power producing company of the country, and we remember such organizations when the grid failure occurs. In happy times we really don't remember them, but when everything goes wrong, then we realize, oh, these were the movers and shakers and the real people producing megawatts and megawatts of power for the country, illumining thousands and millions of houses. So I would like to invite, without losing any time, Mr. Sanjay Singh, the Deputy General Manager of NTPC, to share his thoughts in this increasingly exciting conclave which is becoming. Sir.